Hi, I'm Dana Hadigian, and I'm the team leader for Maryland, West Virginia, and parts of Virginia. But today I'm actually coming to you from North Carolina. I'm on a family vacation down here. I'm at the Ridgecrest Conference Center. It's a beautiful place, and I'm in the prayer garden here. So I have a stream in the back and just beautiful surroundings. And we've been able to connect with God even, just deeper this week. So as part of the encouragement, as part of Ask August, I thought I'd share with you just some of the things that that help me when I'm feeling discouraged, the things that I remind myself when I'm feeling discouraged or need motivation or need some inspiration. And some of these are practical tips I've heard from others over the years and learned from others. And some of them are just reminders of why we do what we do, why we go around asking people, all of our friends, our acquaintances, everyone we know, and plenty of people we don't know to sponsor a child. And the first thing I remind myself is whenever I'm feeling a little concerned or I guess hesitant to go ask somebody because I feel I feel like it's out of my comfort zone or something, is I just remind myself, and I learned this as a training as a foster parent, and I also learned this I heard Vicky Casper say this as part of her video the other day, is that there are mothers out there begging for food and for help from their children in other countries, and the things that those mothers are going through and the things that the children are going through, whether it's looking for food and through garbage dumps, whether it's hiking, walking miles, carrying heavy water to get water that isn't even clean, or anything like that. I just think that those people are going through such incredibly difficult things. And here I am in a prosperous country, the most prosperous country in the world, and I'm afraid to go up to somebody to ask them to sponsor a child. So I just, usually just look at these kids and think, what they're going through, what their families are going through, and think I can at least, I have all the comforts around me. I can at least, go up and ask somebody and tell them about this. So that's what I just remind myself. The other thing is, another reminder when I get worried is to collect your no's. Remember that 9 out of 10 people will say no to you, and keep asking anyway, because the yes will come, but it won't come until you ask about 9 or 10 people. So whenever I'm having a slow time or something finding sponsors, I make myself a list of 10 to 15 people and say, I'm going to ask these people, and inevitably I'll get at least a sponsor from them. So remember also that by at least talking about and asking for sponsorship, you're at a minimum planting a seed for down the road, and you're educating people about the problems in that a lot of children are facing, whether it's educating about the refugee crisis or the clean water or lack of clean water crisis, or just the sponsorship program in general. You're educating them on that, and while the ultimate goal is to get a sponsor and to find a sponsor for these kids, there is great value in just educating people about those issues and to being a voice for the children, and hopefully having people care more and more about these issues. So just remember, not asking is an automatic no. So just by asking, you're doing something of great value. So that's what I always remind myself. There are also, whenever I'm feeling hesitant, I think about the verses in the Bible, the many verses that have to do with that say, and I don't have my quotes here because they're not with me in the prayer garden, but the Bible verses that say, and if you just Google them, World Vision has them on their website, and it's basically says that we are blessed. Those who care about people who are poor and people living in poverty are blessed. And it actually goes as far to say, and those who do not care are actually cursed. And that's pretty convicting. There's verse after verse that commands, not just suggests, but actually is a command that we care about the poor, that we care about things that are unjust in the world. And the to ignore those things is to ignore God's commands. So this is one tangible way to do that, asking for sponsors or seeking sponsorship. So when I'm hesitant, I just go up, when I think to myself, I'm like, you know, this is what God's commanding you to do. So even though sometimes people might think you're crazy, and sometimes they feel like they're going to think I'm annoying or crazy, I just tell myself I'm not. I'm doing what I feel God's called me to do, and I'm doing His command. So this week, I would encourage you, if you're having trouble or need inspiration, I would encourage you to make a list of people that you can ask this week, and just go ask and just do it. It's Ask August, so just do it. Do the hard things, just like do the difficult things, just like kids in other countries are doing, and mothers and fathers in other countries are having to do. Don't be afraid or discouraged by no's, because you're doing the work anyway. You're doing things of great value anyway, and be confident in the Lord as you follow His commands. Okay, so have a great Ask August, and go get some sponsors.